Oh god, I'm so tired. Fuck. Oh, why does this happen?
Quite a few people wrote in asking if I would be willing to debate this issue with Vegan Gains. And one person who has read this book wrote in with the much more interesting question of whether or not I'd read it myself. This book I purchased as a gift for my girlfriend. And I think you can tell from the bookmark in it, it's a book she has been reading but hasn't finished yet. As much as I've mentioned this book, as much as I've endorsed this book and I've put my money down for a copy of it, I have not read one page of this book yet. If Vegan Gains were to follow up with the invitation to have a debate, if Vegan Gains were to return to saying, as he has said publicly before, that he'd like to debate me on this issue, my counteroffer would be, you know what, Richard? You and I both need to read this book. And Richard, it's not a book I've already read myself. I would be willing to live stream myself reading the book. I would do a study with me live stream where I sit and have the camera on for like 4 hours at a time and I'm reading the book and taking notes on it. Maybe once in a while chit-chatting with the audience about something interesting I read in the book or responding to questions. And Richard, I'm not going to force you, but you know what it's like to live stream for 4 hours or 8 hours. You do it all the time when you're just playing video games or talking about things off the top of your head. I would say that's probably a really productive way for you to read this book also. And at the conclusion of that process, you and I both taking the time to read this book, I don't think we would have a debate. I think we'd have a discussion. I think probably if you and I had both just read the book and taken notes on it and it's all fresh, probably we'd just be sitting there saying, man, do you remember that part in chapter 6 where he talks about, we would probably just be sitting and agreeing with each other about how interesting and thought-provoking this is from different angles. Because I know your perspective on the scientific literature, and I don't think you disagree with me nearly as much as you think you do. Now, if you think this is completely unprecedented, I just point out there was a time when Richard got on the phone with Anissian, when he had a live stream talking to Anissian. And Anissian began by asking Richard, did you come here to have a debate? And Richard said back, I'm only slightly paraphrasing, he said, no, I'm not here to debate you. I thought we could just have a discussion because I thought I could actually help you. That was a situation where Richard wasn't trying to insult and denigrate and bully someone, but where he really did just try to help Anissian, because Anissian was at that point ex-vegan, and soon enough he was going to become ex-vegetarian because of his struggles, irony of ironies, to get enough protein when he was on the vegan diet. So it is possible. Not everything has to be a pissing contest. Not everything has to be a competition over who has a larger penis. We can take these conflicts as an opportunity to learn something new, to improve as individual people, and to work for a better future for planet Earth, and to some extent, for the vegan movement.